All right, welcome everyone to the Broncos Bengals post-game show. What a game! But before we break this game down as much as we can, god dang, um, um, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to both of our channels. Follow us all on TikTok. Support our PayPals. Turn on the post notification bell so that you guys know when we drop new videos, do shorts, live streams, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitch. I gotta start advertising that. I just forgotten. Tomorrow we're doing Commanders Falcons. Although, damn, I don't know how tomorrow's game is just gonna stack. Like, don't get me wrong, the headlines, Jaden Daniels versus Michael Penix is appetizing, but after seeing today, who cares?
I won't get appetizers tonight. Sorry. I'll just give that.
Man. But let's talk about this game. Look, the way that this game was going, especially that first half where it was 10-3 at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that the game would have ended 30-24? It really didn't get started until that fourth quarter, because it was 10-10 at the third quarter. And then next thing you know, it was punch counter punch on one side. Now, here's where I think the Broncos went wrong. They had the ball with 4 minutes to go, and Bo Nix throws a bone-hit interception. That honestly gave the Bengals the life that they needed. And we'll talk about what happened to the Bengals and how the Broncos got the life back into themselves. But if Bo Nix didn't throw that interception, and it was second down too, it wasn't even third down. It was second down and long. He could have just run the football himself, or just hand it off to the running back, maybe live to fight another down, and the Bengals probably would have used their final timeout. The Broncos would have at least gotten a chance to kick a field goal, and it would have been game, set, match. Nope. Throws the interception. Bengals get a touchdown with the injury to Chase Brown, which forces them to use a timeout with a minute and a half to go. The Broncos get the ball back. They get a miracle of their own. They go into overtime. And let's talk about this overtime, Jason. But before we talk about the overtime, what were your thoughts on the first 4 quarters?
I mean, a lot of missed opportunities on both sides, but especially for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. I don't remember the coach's name, but you guys could have had it done by, I would say that those two, they went 0 for 2 on the fourth down conversions. Mm-hmm. And you guys could, instead of going for it, you guys could have, with the Broncos defense the way it is, you guys could have just gone for it, gone for the field goals. You would have been up, what? 13 to, at least 13-10 at one point. At least you guys would have been up 23-17 at one point. Then you come and you score that other touchdown. Instead of being 24, it would have been 30-31. This game would have been over. And again, this is just bad coaching decisions. And then they take those first 2 timeouts
in the third quarter.
And you're going, what are you doing? And I was telling you this and the viewers this, that I would have personally waited in that 2-minute warning for that timeout, especially because you guys lost that one timeout to an injury. You idiots. Mm-hmm. I thought Bo Nix showed why he's better than Caleb Williams. And we could say that all we want, but I think if you placed Bo Nix in Chicago, he would also have problems. The Chicago Bears and the New York Jets have that same problem where they just don't know how to manage a starting quarterback. They don't know how to develop them. Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history, and yet he's struggling over there in New York. I get the other thing I would say about that first half. I don't know what else to say besides what you said. It's just taking chances. That was the problem there in that first half. It was funny how we were going, wow, I guess it's just going to stay 10-10 or whatever. It was just, chip, 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 chip. Okay, chip. And then, okay, whatever. And then we get to the fourth quarter and it was like, you know what? We're going to switch it up. So very different game. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's break down this overtime. And the Broncos, when they saw that the Bengals missed that field goal, I feel like this is also mismanagement on their part. So the Bengals get the coin toss, they go downfield and miss the field goal. Like dang, like I don't like that. Honestly, could have at least ended it. But then the Broncos, they were playing for the tie. When they saw that happen, they were playing for the tie. They wanted that tie so bad because if they would have tied it, they were in the playoffs. But they got to wait another week. I mean, like Bo Nix, he did have his Jaden Daniels moment. I'll give him that. He was able to produce, but then when a chance arose to actually win the game in overtime, he couldn't do it. So the Broncos, it's now 2 weeks now because they could have been in the playoffs last week. They lost. They blew a lead. They could have been in the playoffs today, blew it again, and now they are going to face the Chiefs, who's most likely going to play Carson Wentz. Just saying. And if they lose to Carson Wentz, I don't know what to say. If that ends up happening.
Woo-hoo! Carson Wentz of all of them. I mean, yeah. Oh God, the headlines are gonna be funny. I'm gonna laugh. I'm really like I laughed at. No, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not ready. No, calm down. You're doing a post game. Okay. Nope.
But I mean, hats off to the Bengals because that missed field goal. It would deflate any team. But when they saw that they got the ball back, they were like, you know what? We're not even gonna even when they got that big completion to T Higgins to the 3-yard line, to say, you know what? We're not even gonna trust in our kicker. Joe Burrow win us this game. He did it, and it kept the Bengals alive. Go ahead.
Well, and both teams went punt, punt, punt for after that missed field goal. Punt, punt, punt. And then the Bengals get the ball, and then of course they don't trust Cade Ward, and then because Evan McPherson is out, he would have made that kick. This game would have been over. And I just think, again, if you're the Bengals, so I've been wanting to say this all game long and all stream long. If you're the Bengals and you don't get in, because the Bengals, they win. They're a little closer to getting into the playoffs. But you guys were too busy lazing around. Burrow wasn't ready. You were effing around and you found out in the beginning. But the point is, if they don't get in the playoffs, this is for the game that the season that they've had, it's a very good start. And they need to I would say they need to fix that defense. Fix that secondary. Maybe add a fullback or something.
Their defensive coordinator's got to go. Their defensive coordinator's got to get fired because
out.
The fact that Joe Burrow, who has scored 30 points like a bunch of times this season and still not being able to win.
Yeah. And that, you can't get any stops. You're not bringing any men on coverage. You're not even playing zone defense. You're not doing anything, zone coverage. So the point is, it's a way for them to build off of this. If the Broncos actually miss the playoffs, which would be even funnier, there's things to fix there. But you have potential with Bo Nix. So, the problem is the Broncos did not play. They shouldn't have played for the tie. They should have played for the win. Absolutely shouldn't have. And I don't know if they had a choice at the coin toss. I would have chosen to go downfield first. But point is, they didn't play like they wanted to be in the playoffs. Sorry, they didn't. Bengals
Before
have
we
weaknesses.
go, let's. There's actually some people that wrote in the chat.
Okay. How long ago, by the way?
5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Okay, so the person said touchdown. Touchdown. Let's go Cincy.
Oh, we got Bengals fans.
And the Bengals, they commented this about the Bengals. Commenting about the Bengals defense, which they're saying that it was solid, and it's been solid all season, but it definitely needs to improve. No, I think the Bengals defense is trash.
Yeah, it's hold on. How is it solid but it needs work? That's not a solid defense. Your defense, you can't tell me that the defense was solid today. And I'm being respectful to you, right? Whoever that was.
They do agree that Lou Anarumo, which is the defensive coordinator of the Bengals, needs to go. Go ahead.
Yes, absolutely. And you're right that he needs to go. And I understand your opinion. Look, the reason that this team has survived to this point is because of Burrow. It's not because of your defense. And you guys need a couple safeties in the back. You guys need a couple, maybe a linebacker or two. You guys need to maybe get another corner. You guys need to fix that secondary because you guys aren't making the stops that they need to. I don't agree that your defense is solid. And I'm not saying that to be rude or anything. I just don't agree. I think your offense is pretty solid. I think if they had Evan McPherson, they'd be even more. The kicking team would be solid. Your defense is absolutely not solid. It's more of a liquid. It's just not good. But thank you for writing in the chat. Really appreciate it. If there's one thing you can take away, by the way, all you guys that posted for the Bengals, at least you're better than Broncos fans because they never posted in our chat. They never commented. So go Bengals. We picked Bengals.
Man, and here's the thing. Like I said, they still have a chance to make the playoff. Like, honestly, dude, and here's the thing. You know what team is trembling right now in their boots? And I guarantee you they're actually, you know what? Let's just have Broncos win next week. It's the Chiefs.
The Chiefs, because
Patrick Mahomes does not want to face Joe Burrow in the playoffs. Neither does that. Oh no, Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. Oh no, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. They're shaking. They're like, can one of you guys, Colts, Broncos, or Dolphins, get in the playoffs, please? Like,
we want an easy win. Well, look, and Joe Burrow.
The only one that isn't trembling is Lamar, because Lamar owns them. So
all of them, yeah. Well,
Lamar owns Joe Burrow,
but he can compete against. Well, can he play against Josh Allen? I don't know.
Yes, he's beaten Josh.
Well,
Allen.
yeah, he has. Look, if the Bengals make it to the playoffs, I think their defense is going to let them down. And again, defense, it's the new era in the NFL. Defense used to win you playoff games. It doesn't now, but it keeps you from losing. It gets you stops when you need it most, like say a 2-minute warning. When you only have one timeout left, or when you lose a timeout to an injury, and you get charged an injury timeout, which I think is a stupid rule. So give credit where credit's due. They got to where they are, and you cannot overlook that. But I think they're going to be a liability in the playoffs, and I think that the Chiefs will overcome them. There'll be a problem for the Chiefs, but they'll overcome the Bengals. So,
yeah. By the way, the person that's commenting is also saying that the Chiefs are scared. I don't
disagree. I don't disagree, because Mahomes and person in the chat, if you want to comment on this, Mahomes hasn't been the Mahomes of late. He's had a few moments, a few like where he flares and where he becomes vintage Mahomes, but Mahomes is not the same. Chris Jones is still Chris Jones and all that. That's okay. The Chiefs are not playing like they normally do. So,
no. And I said it in a post game, and I said it in several streams actually, that the Chiefs are, the way that they're playing, they're set up to disappoint their fans, a la Jason.
Yeah.
But
hey, No one said to mention any names. um, they're going to be a disappointment. You know what's so funny is we said this last year and the Chiefs shut us up by winning a Super Bowl. And honestly, that they weren't playing like vintage Chiefs. It's just Kyle Shanahan isn't good in big moments. He's not a big moment coach like his dad was. Paul Shanahan was a beast. He was a dangerous dude. He was crazy. Any other comments from the?
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Let me get to the top.
While he does that, we are doing Sunday Night Football tomorrow, 8:15 p.m. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
8:15 p.m. Eastern, 5:15 p.m. Pacific. Falcons, Commanders, we will be here. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Visit one of these videos, clips, live streams, community posts, anything we do. Follow us on TikTok, and support us on PayPal. Anyway, what were you going to say?
And also follow me on
Twitch.
Which I think that's where the comments are coming from. I'll take a look.
Oh.
But alrighty, y'all, we're out of here. We're done for the night. We will see you guys tomorrow evening.